What up, YouTube? It's your boy Ghost. I'm chilling in the car with SoCal, the King of Cali. We're just driving around Lancaster. He picked me up from picking up today at one of the my pickups out here. So today we're gonna talk about the difference between Freightliner and Peterbilt and why SoCal chose his Peterbilt versus going with the Freightliner.
Well, one thing I was trying to explain to Ghost is that Peterbilt it's just not a name, you know. Everyone say, oh, you just want to pay extra for a Peterbilt. But the thing is, Peterbilt's just not a name. They make the trucks better. They're insulated better. So if you're going over the road a lot, what was that? If you're going over the road a lot and you're trying to sleep, you want to make sure that there's less noise as possible going inside that sleeper berth while you're trying to sleep. That's one good thing I like about Peterbilt, is because the insulation of the truck, sleeper berths, and everything like that, they're real thick, and it's way quieter in a Peterbilt than a Freightliner.
Yeah, and you got a bigger bed too.
Yeah, and I have a full-size bed, you know, and in the Freightliner you hear like a lot of road noise. When you're trying to sleep, you hear like a lot of stuff going on out there. And with the Peets, you don't get all that kind of stuff. On top of that, the comfort when you're driving. You know, you get in some trucks and they beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, like my Freightliner, my seats, like sitting in his seats, this man had leather seats. And he had like just the quality of the seat itself. I mean, you had the stitching, like all that on black leather. And I mean, sitting on your seat, I was just like, damn, the seat is comfortable. Versus my seat, I hate my seats. On top of they're dirty and they smell.
Yeah, that's normal, but the whole thing is the riding experience. It's like, what's the difference? And we'll put it in car terms, because a lot of people, they're not too experienced on trucks, but a lot of people know probably something about cars, right?
Yeah.
So if we put it in car terms, maybe they can understand a little better. So look at a Bentley, right? I always tell people a Peterbilt is like a Bentley of trucks. So compare a Bentley with a Honda Civic. Now, are you gonna tell me, oh, Bentley's just a name? No, you getting that damn Bentley, that shit rides nice.
Yeah,
now, I don't know if you guys ever been in a Bentley. They ride nice, okay? And a Civic, you feel every bump. And I like Civics, but you feel every bump, you can hear everything, and that's the comparison. And that's what people don't realize. That's why I chose a Peterbilt.
Versus Freightliner?
Yeah, it has nothing about a name.
And then also you said the resale value?
Yeah, and on the resale value, Peterbilts, they hold their value. As long as it's spec good, you know, they hold their value. And a Freightliner and a Volvo, they plummet. They lose their ass every year when you check the resale value, you know. And that's another thing. When you spend money on a truck, it's just a tool, and you're like, screw it, it's just gonna make me money. But that's great. But when you're sitting down with the truck, wouldn't you like most of your money back from the truck when you sell it?
Yeah, that's just like for instance, Mercedes. The resale on them's horrible. They go pay $180,000 for one of them AMGs, and then 5 years down the line, it's only worth maybe $30,000.
This car was $60,000, right? And it's a nice car, right?
Yeah,
I didn't even show you the tricks this thing does, bro. If you read the top right here, it even has a THX. It's like at the movie theaters.
Yeah.
TVs, everything, but it's built in. But the whole thing is, with cars, is a little different. So how would we compare cars with the resale value? And this is how. A Peterbilt is like an F-350. And a Freightliner is like a car. A Peterbilt, a pickup truck, you know, pickup trucks, they hold their value. Unless it's like a Dodge. But like a Ford pickup, they hold their value. Power stroke engines, they hold their value. You know what I mean? Cars, it don't matter what car you get, they're not gonna hold their value.
Yeah, that's what I'm learning too.
And one thing with this car was $60,000, right? Its first year it dropped $20,000.
Yeah.
Its first year. You know what I'm saying? So I only had the car 1 year and it went from 60 to 40.
So all in all, you would say comfort and resale is something high to look at when it comes to buying trucks and cars.
Correct. Well, cars and pickups is just
We're not buying cars,
yeah,
we're buying
semis.
trucks.
Cars and stuff, it's just your taste, bro. I mean, if you're a Chevy guy, just stay being a Chevy guy, because that's not a lot of money. 50 grand, that's nothing, you know. But trucks, you're running them every day.
Yeah.
It's not like your car. I mean, how often do you really drive your car? You know, so, but trucks, you're in that shit all day long. When you're over the road, you're sleeping in it, you're having dinner in it, you know, stuff like that. And then they want to say the Peterbilts have no room. Did you have room in my truck?
Yeah. I mean, my girl did too.
Yeah.
And your son.
Yeah, we were all in the truck. I mean, unless you want to do jumping jacks or jump up in the air, she still had like, what, 3 feet of clearance.
A mid-roof?
No, those are just regular standard sleepers.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, Peterbilt, they don't really have mid-roofs. They either got flat tops or stand-up sleepers. Kenworths.
Oh, so the stand-ups are the ones that have like that high...
No, like what I have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now remember, that's a 386 and 389 body style.
Oh,
it has
yeah.
that sleeper.
That's true.
If you go with the 387 body style, that's a whole different cab, whole different everything. That's like a cheap Peterbilt. That's like a Freightliner. I mean, the sleeper goes up to the sky, touching the clouds, and all that kind of stupid stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But again, they hold their resale value like a freaking Freightliner, man. Nobody wants those damn trucks.
Yeah.
You know? But that's why I choose Peterbilt, because, and you haven't got the ride in it yet. I mean, wait till you get the ride in it. I mean, you go down the road, you don't feel shit.
Yeah,
and your whole
power.
And when you're done working, you're still rested.
Mm-hmm.
You ever been in a truck that beat the shit out of you? It's like when you're done at the end of the day, you're like tired.
Yeah, that one right there.
Yeah, you're like tired. Like you did some hard ass labor. Oh, my back hurts. Oh my god, this hurts. Oh man, I got a headache. Oh, my ears is ringing. You know, it's like a whole day of really hard work.
Yep. Like today.
And the Peterbilt, it's like sitting on a leather couch in your living room. You know, when you're done at the end of the day, it's just like when you first started.
Yeah, that is true. I know I'm definitely looking in the Peterbilt now. After being in your truck, I'm like, damn, I ain't never seen carpet, like real carpet inside a truck. So, I mean, I got them plastic floors in mine, and it sucks when they get dirty. It's just, oh.
Yeah. And what people don't realize is carpet is insulation too.
Yeah.
Keeps noise out, you know?
That is true too.
But my truck,
you don't go far. It's like you're local.
Yeah. I used to go over the road with that truck at once upon a time. But that truck was special ordered that way.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the air front end, the carpet, just the whole setup. It's just, it's got like 7 cab lights on top, shaved horns. I know you didn't notice it, but it's been special ordered that way, so.
Ah, okay. So what would your advice be for somebody just getting into the game? Would you recommend them getting a Freightliner, Peterbilt, K-Dub?
If you're going to be an owner-operator, which people are using that word very loosely, I would always recommend find the cheapest but good quality truck you can find.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If it's a Freightliner, then it's a Freightliner. That's my 13th truck. You know what I mean? So I've been in the game for a little while. So I can choose what truck I want. But in the very beginning, when you're first getting your business established, you want your overhead as cheap as possible. You know? But you have to make good decisions too. When you pick out a truck, there are certain engines you want to stay away from. You know, the best 3 engines to be with are number 1, Cat, Cummins, or Detroit's.
Mm-hmm.
If it has anything besides those 3 engines, stay away from it.
Like the Packard and the Maxworth.
Right.
And the Max
and the Mercedes engine they got, and the Volvo engine that they got, and yeah, you stay away from all that crap. Why do I say that? See, people give opinions, but they don't give facts. I try to give facts. The reason why is because nobody works on those engines but the dealership. And if you have any trucking experience, you know you go to the dealership, your truck is gone for a long minute.
At least a week, and you're gonna pay like $200 almost in labor.
Yeah,
an hour.
Yeah, they're gonna rape you.
Yeah,
at the dealer compared to some guy that you can trust in your own town, you know. So everybody knows how to work on Cats, Cummins, and Detroits, which means that saves you on money when you got to put in the shop. So after your first truck, and you're making good money, and your business is successful, and you got nice bank accounts and stuff, go get the Peterbilt, because then you're ready for the Peterbilt.
So get the Pete with the Cat. Which one? Which Cat? Because isn't there multiple versions of Cat engines?
Right.
There's like the C15, C16, stuff like that.
It goes way back. It goes from 3406E, and then they changed the 3406E over to a C15, and then they went to a C15 A cert. So any of the Cats are good. It's just if you go the newer truck, you want to do what they call a deletion. Yeah. I didn't say that.
For the record.
But you want to do a deletion pretty much in any truck. You know, the newer trucks, and you got the DEF, the regen, and all that bull crap. All the newer trucks are going in the shop for those problems. You know, and I don't really give a shit, man. I'm trying to make money. So if you have to go to the dealer to keep your stuff fixed, you can't do a deletion. You're just going to be just screwed losing money. But if you got a mechanic you can trust, you can do a deletion and just have him work on it. Once you do a deletion, you can't take a shit ever to the dealership. Because what the dealership's going to do is put that shit back how it was and then charge you for it. And they can do that because you're not supposed to do deletions.
That's very true.
But when you delete a truck, it gives you better fuel mileage. Because that's what you guys like to preach about. Yeah, believe it or not, it gives you more horsepower.
7 miles to the gallon. Or 8 miles.
Oh, man. It gives you better fuel mileage, it gives you better horsepower, and it runs cooler. And the engine will last longer. Because once you do a deletion, it's all still there. When you go through the scales, you're still good. When they do a smoke test, if the guy does it right, you can still pass the smoke test. And it's illegal for them to plug into the computer. So they'll never know you did a deletion. And when you do that, what it does, it converts everything over to like... all these phone calls. That's that lag. But it deletes, when you do a deletion, it deletes the truck back to like a 2000 truck. So you liked how the Cats, Cummins, and Detroit ran in the 2000 before all the crap? When you do a deletion, it puts it all back just like that.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. But yeah, it's your boy Ghost, and it's SoCal. So hope you guys got some good information out of this video to speak on why he went with Peterbilt versus a Freightliner. And yeah, love, peace, prosperity. Look out for more videos in the future.